The stage was set for what should have been another light-hearted celebrity interview, but when Tom Hardy took his seat across from Jimmy Kimmel, the energy felt different. From the start, Hardy's demeanor was tense, his smile brief, his posture alert. Jimmy, always quick with a jab or a joke, tried to break the ice with a comment about Hardy's intense energy on and off set. But the actor wasn't amused. You want intense? Try living in the headlines that mock your work more than they honor it, Hardy snapped. The studio laughter quickly faded. Kimmel, caught off guard, tried to steer the conversation back to safer ground, mentioning Hardy's new film. But then he referenced a viral moment from the past where Hardy reportedly walked out of an interview. You walked out then. Are you going to make it through this one? He joked. Hardy's eyes narrowed. Depends if it's a conversation or just another ambush, he replied coldly. The tension was now undeniable. Viewers at home began tweeting instantly, sensing that this wasn't just awkward, it was about to explode. Jimmy, in an attempt to cool the atmosphere, laughed nervously and said, "We're just having fun, mate." But Hardy wasn't in the mood. Is it fun when you're reduced to tabloid material every time you speak? When your craft is ignored and your name is used for cheap clicks? His voice didn't rise, but every word hit like a hammer. Kimmel tried to lighten the mood with another joke, but it backfired. You think you're doing interviews, Hardy said, but all you're doing is poking bears, hoping for a viral moment. As the silence deepened, Jimmy attempted a reset, asking Hardy about the emotional depth of his latest role. The emotion's real, Hardy replied, and maybe that's why I hate this setup. You bleed for a role, then come here and get asked about your gym routine or past drama. What do you think that does to a person? The audience, sensing the seriousness of the moment, stopped laughing entirely. Hardy wasn't giving sound bites, he was giving a reality check. And suddenly, the glossy world of late-night television looked hollow under his gaze. Trying not to lose control of his own show, Jimmy shifted toward Hardy's process. So, what drives you to keep pushing these deep performances? He asked. Hardy leaned forward. Truth and pain, that's what makes it real. Not fame, not applause, and certainly not 5-minute TV spots built for jokes. It was a heavy moment. Hardy's words revealed a man who didn't come to promote. He came to be heard, and it became clear to everyone watching that this interview would be remembered for all the wrong and right reasons. The segment continued, but the air was thick with discomfort. Hardy fielded questions, but each response carried a subtle edge. When Kimmel complimented Hardy's versatility, the actor shot back, "Versatility doesn't mean you have to laugh while being insulted." Jimmy attempted another apology, more sincere this time. "I didn't mean to offend you," he said. Hardy nodded slowly. Maybe not. But maybe the whole format needs rethinking if real artists always feel like they're being baited. That one line sparked waves of applause and online discussion. Hardy took a breath and softened, finally addressing his fans. "I know people tune in for laughs. I get that. But for those who admire the work, who respect storytelling, I want to thank you. It's for you I keep going, even when things like this get exhausting." His voice cracked slightly with emotion. For a moment, the mask of celebrity fell away, revealing someone who didn't care about public perception, only purpose. Even Kimmel, visibly humbled, nodded and refrained from interrupting. The mood had shifted from conflict to clarity. As the interview reached its final minutes, Jimmy looked down at his notes and quietly said, "Maybe we should have just let the work speak for itself." Hardy gave a small smile, perhaps the only genuine one during the whole exchange. "Sometimes silence is the loudest truth," he replied. The line echoed through the room. The usual clapping felt subdued, almost reverent. It was no longer a show. It was a moment. The segment ended without the usual jokes, music, or cheers, just reflection and the faint hum of an audience deep in thought. Once the episode aired, it instantly became one of the most discussed interviews of the year. Clips flooded social media. Fans praised Hardy for his authenticity, calling it the most real thing to ever happen on late-night TV. Critics debated whether Kimmel crossed a line or simply misjudged his guest. But regardless of the side, everyone agreed. This wasn't performance, this was truth. Hardy hadn't lost it. He had revealed it, and it struck a nerve that went far beyond Hollywood. In the end, Tom Hardy's fiery clash on Jimmy Kimmel's show wasn't just about two men disagreeing. It was about the struggle between media control and personal integrity. It was about an actor reclaiming the narrative from a system that often treats artists like entertainment machines. And while it may have been messy, it was also powerful, because sometimes the most important conversations don't come with applause. They come with silence, tension, and the courage to say what needs to be said, even when the world expects you to smile instead.